So approaching the boxing ring is 22-year-old Theophilus Allotey from Ghana. Undefeated 2-0 professional in the paid code. These two men met on the stage of the World Championships in the Humo Arena in Tashkent last year. And on that occasion, it was Patrick Chinyemba, Allotey's opponent tonight, who prevailed on a split decision verdict over the man he's about to face off against. That was in the second preliminary round. But Theophilus Allotey, an incredibly accomplished operator. And there's been plenty of back and forth between these two men.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent coming to us in the gold corner, representing Zambia, Patrick Chinyemba.
So into the ring, beneath that familiar copper-colored fade, is Patrick Chinyemba, 2022 Commonwealth Games bronze medalist at 52 kilograms, quarter-finalist at last year's World Championship, where he beat Theophilus Allotey en route to that 7th placed finish. An Olympian in Tokyo 3 years ago, where he lost an incredibly tight 3-2 split decision verdict against the eventual gold medalist Galalia fight in the second preliminary round. His unorthodox style, unconventional style behind quick reflexes and fantastic footwork makes this man a handful indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, as this is an IBA title fight, we will follow protocol and respect the national anthems of both boxers. So please, if you are able, be upstanding for the national anthem of Ghana. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now please remain standing for the national anthem of Zambia. Our main event of the evening, it's 8 rounds of boxing for the IBA African Flyweight title, presented to you by President of the IBA, Mr. Umar Kremelov, and President of the African Boxing Confederation, Mr. Iyasu Wasson. Our sponsors for this evening are Gazprom, IB Challenger, Ethiopian Airlines, Abyssinia Bank, Smile Dental. And our gold sponsors this evening are DMC Real Estates. Our officials for this contest, judges at ringside, are Sid Ali Mokretari, Stephen Masiabumbi, and Tamim Sultani. Your referee in charge of the action from Tunisia will be Sarah Boulel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers are ready for action. Our boxers are ready for action. Let me ask you, Addis Ababa, are you ready for action? Introducing to you first, fighting out of the black corner, weighing in at 50.95 kilograms. He comes to the ring with 7 wins to his name, and he is an African Games bronze medalist. He comes to us representing Ghana, Theophilus Allotey. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the gold corner, weighing in at 51 kilograms even. His record includes 15 wins. 2 of those wins come by knockout. He is a former African Games champion and a former Commonwealth Games bronze medalist, representing Zambia, Patrick Chinyemba.
Boxers, keep your heads up, no holding, and no low blue. Listen to my commands. Check your hands. Good luck.
So our main event of the evening is underway here at the Addis, at the Adwa Arena, at this magnificent museum between boxers from Zambia and Ghana. The boxer wearing the white trunks trimmed with gold is Patrick Chinyemba, 23 years of age, from Lusaka in Zambia. On the front foot, but keeping his composure to dip beneath the incoming fire and counter effectively, is Theophilus Allotey, 22 years of age, from the West African nation. These 2 boxers met before at the 2024 All-Africa Games that took place in Bukum, on the outskirts of Accra in Ghana. On that occasion, it was Patrick Chinyemba who prevailed en route to the gold medal plinth at the 2024 All-Africa Games boxing tournament. Consolidating his position as one of the very best boxers in the tournament, Allotey not too far away with the right hand to lead off that exchange. But in 2022, Chinyemba took African continental gold in Mozambique at 51 kilograms. So Allotey, less experience on the international stage, but he is undefeated in the professional ranks, having won both of his contests, having made his debut in July, and then got a second contest in at the start of this month in the professional ranks. Again, each man has had plenty to say in a bid to try and unsettle the other. In the lead up to this contest there, that back foot just coming through to render Allotey a southpaw momentarily, but he was able to pull it back to getting back to the orthodox stance. It's Chinyemba on the front foot behind that half-cover guard where he's covering his torso. Good right hand into the body, driven in by Chinyemba, countered by a right hand over the top, resulting in a trade-off by Allotey. Good defense with the left hand from Allotey to cover his body from that stab jab downstairs from Chinyemba. And 2-shot flurry to get himself out of the corner from Allotey. Beautiful burst of punches downstairs from Chinyemba. He was able to fire in those shots with terrific rapidity. despite him being a long-arm boxer at this particular weight. There you see him tucking his chin behind his shoulder once again. Just Euro-stepping his way forwards behind that half-cover guard that he likes to work behind. So Allotey operating with his back, skimming the ropes. Currently near his own corner. Chinyemba cutting off the ring, single shot fighting, pushing off the back foot from Allotey. So Allotey up on his toes as the boxers let straight punches go on the sound of the bell. Some of the action from that opening round. Chinyemba with a good right hand to the body and left hook upstairs. That was the action with the two men punching right up to the bell to conclude the first. Well, once again, it's a tardy exit from the corners by both sets of coaches, which gives the boxers far more recovery than they are permitted as we move into the second round. And again, hot stepping on the canvas at center ring is Chinyemba, just trying to distract Allotey, but he's remaining focused and scores with a good series of jabs to the body. Chinyemba countering the activity with a scoring jab of his own. Allotey, mean mugging and making faces, scored with a right hand lead and ends with that same shot once again, trying to get inside the mind and distract Chinyemba, but I think Chinyemba's too experienced to fall for any of those attempted distractions. A lead left hook is a scoring shot from Allotey. Now Chinyemba in search of his get back, good left hook to the body with Allotey pinned on the ropes. So Chinyemba remaining on the front foot. Allotey, despite the success that he's enjoyed in this first minute of the second round, as he takes a strong right cross to the body and then slapping left hook upstairs. He's got to be careful. Oh, beautiful burst of punches beneath the elbows of Allotey from Chinyemba, and he keeps the attack going, moving the attack upstairs. And again, Allotey's got to show something here, because even when he was successful, he's scoring on the back foot, and he could be guilty of throwing what Mickey Duff used to call "don't hit me" punches. Busy, they were scoring shots, but if you're constantly going backwards and then being worked over downstairs as he is through this passage of the round, he's remaining defensively responsible, putting up that right glove to his temple. But after a strong start to the round, Chinyemba has come on strong in the recent 40 seconds or so of this round. And Allotey, maybe he's got to stand his ground on occasion, move around the target if he wants to maintain the gap, because constantly being on the ring perimeter, it can be construed and perceived as negative by the judges. They will look for a counter right hand once again. And I'm sure his corner will have noted this movement, going from one corner to the other practically during this passage of the round. And starting the round mugging and gurning in the direction of Chinyemba. Well, he's altogether more locked in and concentrated here now, as Chinyemba switches to the southpaw stance. Now he's back as an orthodox boxer. His work to the body was notable indeed through his most successful portion of the round. I wonder to what extent those body shots have taken the wind out of Allotey's sails. There he catapults off the ropes and comes forward behind a left-right combination. He didn't necessarily have much purchase on it. There's Chinyemba looking altogether more dynamic and active and alert in the closing seconds. Counter left hook off the back foot from Allotey spurs him into life on the 10-second clapper. And again, he resumes the mugging, trying to get inside the mind of Chinyemba, but I think Chinyemba knows that's a job well done in the second round. And Allotey, I think those body shots took some pep out of his step, because he started the round brightly, on the back foot, scoring effectively. But then Chinyemba said, okay, you finished, and began to work away, with Allotey invariably standing square on the ropes, and Chinyemba enjoyed some terrific success during the final 2 minutes or thereabouts of the second round. So we move into the third round then, the inaugural IBA Continental African Championship belt up for grabs at 51 kilograms in this contest between familiar adversaries. Adversaries once they are in the ring, of course. This is sport, nothing more than that. Reaching for the right hand as Allotey has come out and is making an adjustment, operating from the space of center ring rather than skitting around the perimeter, as he's done for the majority of the first 2 rounds. So now Chinyemba cannot walk forwards with impunity, because Allotey is standing his ground and going to make him pay a price in the form of straight punches, rather than conceding ground and being driven backwards to the ropes as he was for the final 2 minutes of the second round. Scoring left jab to the body from Chinyemba. And he didn't really take his feet with him on an attempted 1-2 combination, and the right hand came back in ponderous fashion for a boxer as quick as Chinyemba. I'm sure he will have processed that information and be looking to counter with a rapid-fire left hook. So we just need some adjustments to the belt line of Allotey. After that tumble to the canvas, I think the protective cut rode up a little too high. So referee Masira Bilal guiding him back to his corner, and the necessary adjustments made, and the action resumes. Good scoring jab to the body from Chinyemba. Allotey getting busy with his own lead left hand. Right hand that followed was inaccurate. So Chinyemba just circling his man, moving clockwise to his left. Allotey coming forward with the right hand, but it goes over the top of the copper-colored hair of Chinyemba. Leaping left hook again was fired from out of range by Allotey. There, the right cross was altogether more accurate as he continues to edge his way forward behind the half-cover guard, chin tucked behind his shoulder and protecting his abdomen with his left forearm. Right hand protecting his jaw. So right hand attempted to the body by Chinyemba. Left jab that followed was altogether more accurate. Now both hands contemptuously low by Allotey, trusting his chin, trusting his reflexes. And he'll be able to weave away from the incoming offense from Chinyemba. Right hand around the corner from Allotey, not too far away during that flailing exchange. So Chinyemba forward behind a right hand left hook, going for a flashy right uppercut, burst of shoe shine punches to the body of Allotey. He's operating behind that half cover cross arm guard once again. Roundhouse right's a scoring shot from Allotey. And Allotey just disengaging before the bell sounds to conclude round number 3. Well, a good response from Theophilus Allotey compared to the back foot boxing, which could have been construed as running in the final 2 minutes of round number 2. Stood his ground, moved around the target, enjoyed success, but so too did the man in the gold corner. Oh, too much petroleum jelly on the face of Theophilus Allotey. So time in called, and round 4 is underway. Patrick Chinyemba, who was the first African winner on the IBA Champions Night stage when he defeated Russia's Artur Nagabatian in Dagestan, in Dushanbe in Tajikistan. Here he is boxing for the African Continental Belt in Ethiopia. And Allotey doing a much better job of standing his ground here now. Both men just bobbing and weaving on the edge of range. Roundhouse right was a slap from Allotey, kept the attack going. Second untimely trip to the canvas by Allotey. Remember, he is an undefeated professional, having made his pro debut. That's a cracking left-right combination on the resumption. But given the amount of time he took to get up, as Chinyemba working the body beneath the elbows of Allotey, and he continues to go body hunting through this middle phase of the 4th round. But given the amount of time he took to get up, I'm wondering whether Allotey is feeling the pace here now. His punches taking on a languid quality. You can see the big lungfuls of oxygen that he's sucking in. Has Chinyemba recognized that? Again, he's far closer than I from a ringside commentary position here. And look, he's struggling to maintain his boxing stance once more. That's his 2nd trip to the canvas in this round, his 3rd trip to the canvas in the contest, and he's taking a relative eternity to get back to his feet. Now Chinyemba sprinting back out to center ring. Will he go in search of the body once more? Because if Allotey is feeling the pace, sinking in heavy leather downstairs will surely test the man's energy levels and resolve. So Chinyemba continuing to stalk his man. Right hand attempted by Allotey, but it landed with the crook of his elbow. Oh, that's a beautiful right hand dug into the body. And it's another trip down to the canvas, and this time it's going to, well, is it going to be called a knockdown? I thought it was. It looked like it was a body shot that helped him on his way down, and there is the count forthcoming. But it was a while before the count was taken up. Looks to his corner, makes it back to his feet, and I think Allotey is a boxer fighting on fumes here now in the closing stages of this 4th round. Bad body language, he's complaining that he's been hit low. Oh my goodness. Well, contest is over. What a conclusion to the contest. Bad body language was being emanated from Theophilus Allotey. His energy levels seemed to drain alarmingly quickly from his perspective in that 4th round. Taking repeated trips to the canvas, couldn't hold his boxing stance beneath him. Credit to Patrick Chinyemba, he recognized that, targeted the man downstairs, showing his intelligence in the boxing ring. Allotey complaining that it's a low blow, but whether it was an excessive exertion of nervous energy or whether the intensity of this man's exertion drained the man mentally, but it was an alarming and dramatic conclusion to the contest. His punches taking on a languid quality, and then there is where Chinyemba intelligently worked the body, chopping his man down. Can see him wincing during this incoming fire to his torso. Struggling to hold his boxing stance. Here's a beautiful backhand slung into the body, and again, down he goes. So, fantastic inside the distance victory ultimately for Patrick Chinyemba. Theophilus Allotey started brightly, made an adjustment after spending the majority of round two on the back foot, stood his ground altogether more solidly in the 3rd, but ultimately could not withstand the pressure applied by Patrick Chinyemba. He sensed his man was faltering, he sensed his man was fading, and he sustained an attack to the body after his man took trip to the canvas repeatedly in what proved to be the final round. And once he had him going, well, he proved to be relentless. And referee Masara Bolel picked up the count, got back to his feet, but he was showing bad body language throughout. Here are the official particulars for the victor, Patrick Chinyemba, who had just claimed.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we crown the IBA African Champion, let me please welcome to the ring some very special VIP presenters. Mr. Iyasu Wasson, President of the African Boxing Confederation. Showit Shanko, the Minister of Culture and Sport. And Tilahun Kebede, the President of the Southern Ethiopian region. As well as our IBA technical delegate, Mr. Godavari Singh Raj Kumar. If you could please make your way to the ring, our VIP presentation party. Declaring your winner by TKO in the gold corner, representing Zambia, Patrick Chinyemba.
So Patrick Chinyemba continues with his familiar in-ring celebration of burnishing that golden-colored fade sits atop his head. A fourth-round TKO winner where he broke down his man principally with body shots, taking advantage of the rapidly fading gas tank of Theophilus Allotey of Ghana, who remains in some distress over in his own corner. Let's hope that he's okay and that he resumes his boxing career, because he's an incredibly talented 22-year-old, but on this occasion he met the 23-year-old Patrick Chinyemba, who earns a repeat victory over Theophilus Allotey, adding to the one that he earned en route to the gold medal podium in the 2024 All-Africa Games in Accra. Bitterly disappointed over in that black corner is Theophilus Allotey. One hopes that he isn't too badly hurt physically, too badly impacted psychologically. But when he reflects on this experience, I'm sure that he will learn from it. But again, the sport of boxing can bring about such contrasting emotions, because over in that gold corner and in the center of the boxing ring, Patrick Chinyemba relishing this moment and reveling in the celebrations and adulation of the crowd here. A very clever display. His body punching was notable. Now he continues to shake and shiver beneath the ring lights atop the logo on the canvas of the boxing ring. Patrick Chinyemba is the new IBA African Continental Champion at 51 kilograms.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IBA African Champion!
Well, one suspects that these celebrations are going to continue long into the night for Patrick Chinyemba, the best boxer on the African continent, consolidates his standings, consolidates his supremacy at and around 51 kilograms. The 2024 reigning All-Africa Games champion, the 2022 African Continental champion, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist on the Birmingham edition in 2022, adds the inaugural IBA African Continental Championship belt at 51 kilograms. After a display of educated pressure and brilliant body punching during the course of a contest, which was curtailed in the fourth round, the referee stopping the contest despite Theophilus Allotey beating the count. Shows bad body language upon making it back to his feet, and the referee taking the decision to call the contest off and render Chinyemba a TKO winner and the new IBA African Continental champion in the 51 kilogram flyweight division. Some of the action from the championship contest, our main event contest here at the Admiral Museum Arena in Addis Ababa. It was here where Chinyemba sensed that his man was having difficulty maintaining his boxing stance.